In five, four, three, two. I
I
know
know
you
you
see
see
some
how the world
world
will
a change for
change for
me and
me
be
and be
so
so
wonderful.
wonderful. Do, do, do,
Oh,
do,
that
do.
reminds me, live life, breathe
Be
air.
there.
I know somehow we're
How
gonna
we gonna
get
get
there and
there
feel
and be
so
so
wonderful.
wonderful? Boo, do, do, do,
Oh,
do,
that
do.
reminds me.
It's hard
Song.
to
I don't know the word. I'm
feel
telling you that I
this. I
will.
feel so.
So wake
Wake
up
up and
something
da, da,
of the
da, da.
nation. Oh, that
It's
reminds me.
oh.
And oh, that reminds me. That's the show you're tuning into right now every single Tuesday. Something to
Sometimes we pop a
give a
pussies. Oh. Oh. Anyways, oh, that reminds me. I'm Mad
What's
Jad,
up?
aka Mckenzie.
My name's John. Sin.
And we're here to yap to you for the next hour.
I just had to turn you down by like 60%.
Listen,
That's
listen, listen,
off
listen, listen, listen,
off
listen,
recording versus on
listen,
recording.
listen, listen.
I'm listening.
I know you see somehow. How are you today, John?
I'm doing pretty good. I called out of work for like the fourth time in a row.
Oh, this week?
Because, well, to
Oh,
give a little
yes, I
recap,
forgot
it
about
was
this.
Thanksgiving, and before I could have
Happy
Thanksgiving
American
dinner,
Thanksgiving.
I began feeling very sick,
Oh,
and
trigger
then
warning.
oh, sickness trigger warning.
Yes.
I began feeling very sick, and then I threw up maybe, and it's actually funny because it's all documented in my DMs with Natalie, um, because I messaged her, I feel so bad right now, like my stomach is cooked, and I haven't even been dinner or haven't even had dinner. I hate feeling sick, and then like
Oh,
10 minutes later,
man, we're not even 2 minutes in and I've hit my mic.
you do that a lot.
Listen, it's just in front of me.
But then like 10 minutes later, I go, update, I flew up. um
Ooh,
and then yeah, I threw up and my parents were like, we made a bunch of appetizers and stuff. He ate too many appetizers. He just ate a bunch of food and he threw up.
Classic Jonathan.
And then I like are you saying I eat a lot?
What?
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
I know. I was
just,
just trying.
um um
Um.
and then I flew up again, and then I was dry heaving and flowing up, and then I ate one quacker and took a sip of water, and I threw that up, and then suddenly I was like, I think I'm actually just sick.
I think I might
So
be sick
then
a little.
so then it was Black Friday, and I called out of work. And then the next day, I still didn't feel well, so I called out of work. And then I was off on Sunday. And then I woke up this morning, and I found out that I got my brother and my father sick too, and now they're sick and throwing up. So then I was like, I'm gonna call out this one last day and just like make sure I'm fully good before I go to work and become a super spreader and like get a bunch of people sick. But I'm chilling today. I feel great. So I return to work tomorrow, and that's how my Thanksgiving went.
Were
And
you
those
happy? Did you give
that,
thanks?
that was my first impression, or their first impression of me. My oldest brother came with his girlfriend, and their family came, and it was the first
Oh,
time I met their family. And I said maybe one word to them because I spent the entire time locked in, silent on the couch, trying not to throw up and going to the bathroom to throw up. But
don't you
I
love
I
being
was
sick?
see the problem was I you might say to yourself, why didn't you just go to your room if you were feeling sick? Well, right now my bathroom doesn't work, and my
Oh.
parents have to like contact the landlord and be like, "Yo, the bathroom doesn't work."
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to use the bathroom that's upstairs. And so I had to sit on the couch and
That
watch
is.
football.
Oh, yeah, you're a football guy.
Not really, but if it's like on,
Basically.
I'll enjoy it. But yeah, that's how I've been. How have you been?
I've been good. I'm on my last week of school, so a lot of assignments due.
Okay.
Um, I met a celebrity. I'm not gonna go super in
Yo.
depth with that, like who's celebrity, just because You'll probably find out in the future. But that was very fun. I helped.
Is that like you'll probably say in the future, or is that teasing a vlog?
No, no, no. I'm like for my own doxing
Oh yeah,
sake,
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah. Okay,
can't
okay, okay. I
say
was
who
I
I
just wasn't sure.
met.
I just wasn't sure if you vlogged it, because then I was gonna say that's really
That'd be
funny.
yeah. While working, I actually vlogged
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Crazy. Here, I can send you it, John. Gian. But
That's me.
but yeah, no. I met a celebrity. That was really cool because I was just helping for I was helping this company for an event, and they like I wasn't supposed to meet them, and it was all like spur of the moment kind of thing. Like I was just there at a
Mm-hmm.
good time. They were about to leave, and then they're like, "Let's get a junior team photo." I didn't know it was junior team, but now I've learned I'm junior team. But I took a photo. They were really nice. Apparently, they like allegedly they were being a little bit of a diva earlier on,
Oh.
but I had a
See,
good experience.
one thing I'm always curious with that, because a lot of people have like stories of celebrities, and I feel like more people talk about the negative stories than the positive ones, or like negative experiences. And so sometimes I feel like when people meet celebrities for the first time, they're like going into it looking for the negatives, and
Hmm.
like trying to have that like story that they can tell everyone, be like, yeah, no, actually, Dwayne the Rock Johnson, he was a dick
Whoa!
to
I said
me,
not to
like
say it,
something. Oh,
man.
my bad, my bad. Actually, Barack Obama,
Whoa! Don't talk about what's his last
but
name?
I don't know.
No, that
Barack and
took you
Obama
a minute.
are
To
his
you really
first
think
first
about that
names.
one.
I
Yeah.
couldn't figure it out.
Couldn't figure it out. But yeah, no, I had a good week. Just a very busy week. I finished work at like 2 a.m. And this was
Fun,
a little late.
fun, fun, fun. But like you said, it's the end of the semester for you. Stuff is wrapping up. And oh, that reminds me, speaking about wrapping up, Spotify Wrapped
Oh,
is not out
we're
yet,
not
but
actually rapping.
no. It's not out yet, but it is coming out on December 4th at 10 a.m. EST. And I was curious. Now, I first half of this year, so I I
I'm
think.
lagging.
Oh, you're lagging. She's
I'm
lagging, guys.
lagging. Let me make
And
the stream not 720p. Okay.
hopefully, I
You
am I good.
said you were like you said just start from the beginning.
So, Spotify Wrapped is coming out December 4th, 2024. If you're listening to this today, it comes out. That's tomorrow. So, it's not out yet. But I use Spotify for the first half of the year before I switched to Apple Music, and you always use Spotify. So, I wanted to know what your predictions for your own Spotify Wrapped are, if
Billie
you have any.
Eilish.
Just like top
Um
artists, maybe top
top
songs if you have any in
artist.
mind.
I think that my number one artist is going to be Billie Eilish. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
that it might be followed by Olivia Rodrigo
Okay.
and then maybe Sabrina
Okay.
and then Jeremy.
Okay.
And I don't know who the fifth is. Maybe like
See,
Chapel. Not really. I don't really like. I listen to Chapel, but like I don't feel like I listen to Chapel.
hmm
Hmm.
my predictions are weird because I have to try to remember what I was listening to
In the
the first
beginning
half of
of
the
yeah.
year.
So like
Yeah.
I haven't listened to Olivia in such a long time, but I know when like I hated her album when she came out, but then like she released like wait, did she release that this year? Like the Hunger Games song? Wait, no, that was last year. Wait, hold. Wait, I'm confusing the years.
Yeah,
Hold.
time's weird. Time's weird.
I know for sure Billie Eilish is going to be the first person. Like
Mhm.
I am guaranteed will be Billie.
Mhm.
Um shit. When did that song come out?
Uh, what's it
I can
called?
see Jeremy Zucker being number 2. Can't Catch Me Now.
Can't Catch Me Now song Olivia Rodrigo 2023. Yeah, last year.
Oh fuck. Okay. Never mind.
It
Scratch
was it
Olivia.
was end of last year though, so maybe you were
Yeah,
still
and like
listening to it
I
beginning.
went to her concert in March, so then that would be like beginning. I think top 3 prediction because Jeremy Zucker also came more than Brent, but I don't think I listened to Brent that much. I think it's Billy,
Okay.
Sabrina, Jeremy.
Okay.
Top 3.
My top 3, I think, will be Drake, number 1, Fred again, number 2, and 3, I don't know. Maybe Lil Yachty?
Whoa.
Maybe?
That's like not even Chelsea Cutler. She has Brent.
I like a beginning of the year.
Oh, being a year.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh.
that's the problem is like I still like listen to some Chelsea obviously, but I wasn't listening to a lot of Chelsea in the beginning of the year. As not as much as like I'm listening now,
Mm.
but I have to try to think beginning of the third pick could be anyone. I know Drake is probably going to be number 1. I think Fred again will be number 2. Number 3 could really go like any which way. I'm not sure.
See, that's like me with the songs right now. I think it will for sure be a Billy song.
Hmm.
I think it's either gonna be Wildflower the Greatest or Chinhiro, just because Chinhiro I used to shower to. Because it was 5 minutes long.
Oh
And
yeah,
in
you
the
explained
summer,
that.
I needed to take a really fast shower. So I had all of Chinhiro to shower. So I don't know. I feel, but like I'd be bopping to the greatest, and not that like I'm like depressed. I just like singing songs, and I love to belt, even though I
Hmm.
can't belt. It's really fun. I'd be like defying gravity and holding space. Like it's great.
I need you to explain that to me.
Okay, I'm gonna be
What
honest.
does
I
that
keep
what does that
referring
mean?
to it. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I
I
keep seeing like, oh,
genuinely
me holding
don't
space
know.
for me holding space for
I haven't
what?
watched the Wicked movie, so I don't holding space. I don't know if it's a reference to them in their interview when she's like just holding space. Okay, wait. Like it might be like I originally took it as like so in Defying Gravity before she does the iconic riff, the she changes it. Anyways, there's a space. So then I was like, is that what it is? Have you found it though? You
Answer.
didn't? Yep.
Holding space is a term that comes from therapy that
Oh.
basically means to be present, attentive, and non-judgmental with someone so that they can talk about their issues and perspective and whatnot in a safe environment. The Wicked movie came out last week, and from the time that it started filming through to its whole press tour, it's gotten a lot of focus for behind-the-scenes drama and weird marketing moments. Wicked is a wildly popular stage musical, and the film adaptation was in development hell for over a decade. So now that it's finally here, it's been getting a lot of hype and attention. Last week, in an interview with the 2 leads, the interviewer said that fans have been holding space for Defying Gravity, the big climactic and empowering song from the show. This is already an odd way of using the phrase, as it doesn't really mean what the interviewer likely intended, but Cynthia Erivo, who plays the lead and sings that song, just has a very odd and over the top reaction to hearing this. Ariana Grande, her co star, then subtly but noticeably reacts oddly to the reaction, which has gone viral. So people are apparently clowning how the phrase was used in the interview and then like making jokes about the reaction and stuff like that. And then that's made more people hear about the phrase, which made the phrase spread more. And so now it's just a trending phrase.
And that's right, people. 13 minutes in, and we're already popping our pop culture pussy.
Yup, yup.
Now you know. Now you know.
Now you know what holding space means. How to
Oh my
properly
god.
use it, I don't know.
I
But
don't know. We don't go to therapy here. We're against therapy, actually. Fuck therapists.
yup, 100%.
I have been driving to school, and I have learned that even though I love singing,
Mhm.
I like to listen to a podcast because I
Okay.
sing when my parents also drive me to school occasionally, so I sing in the car with them because the podcast that I listen to sometimes get off topic and it's be crazy.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to Cutie Cinderella explain her like pap smear, like it was a lot.
Mhm.
But I was like thinking, and I was like, oh, that reminds me, merch. Can we get merch that says pop culture pussy?
I'm down.
I don't. And then we all go to church wearing it.
My like third ever time going to church.
And you'll be popping that. I don't know why.
I'll be
I just
popping
was
my
the
pop culture pussy for
craziest thing
Jesus.
to have that like shirt on. Because
Mhm.
if you guys want
Hey.
some pop culture, like guys, Magi drop and all that reminds me drop. Trust,
Mhm.
it's so
2 in
funny because
1.
I literally have the merch. Like I
Yep.
physically
Yep.
have it.
You literally have the merch. You don't just
I
have merch. You
literally
have
I
the merch.
have merch. I just don't want to press publish because it's so expensive. It's not so expensive. I picked the cheapest option. I have multiple options, but because I wanted it to be embroidered
Mm-hmm.
and it's a machine embroidering it, there's no way like I can, because I want it to be perfect, especially if people are
Mm-hmm.
spending money on it. Like I want it to be perfect, and I genuine like I don't know how to make it so that this random fucking machine, at least not a child doing it, um like it just like the thread sometimes like is undone, or like it just,
Mm-hmm.
or like it's like overlapping. Like I don't want something to get like a really fucked up one and there's like I can't do anything. Like if it's fucked up, I have no control over it. Like there's nothing that I can do. So it's caused like, because I want it to be embroidered, because embroidered stuff is a lot better quality, it looks nicer, and it's better than a printed, I think. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna get printed options. It's just also the website I use so fucking slow. I was doing it in the beginning of the year and I was like almost done, and then I was trying to fix the beanie and then the beanie wouldn't load and then wouldn't upload, and it was just like a pain.
So yeah, merch is
Anywho,
going really well. You guys will get it soon.
yeah, New Year's. Yep.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
New year, new merch.
Yep. We're scratch the
That's what the people
whole
say.
design. Um,
Yeah, just start from the start.
but yeah, that was how my week went. Is that the last thing we were talking about? I don't know how we got
No,
out
we
here.
were talking about our Spotify Wrapped predictions. Yeah.
Oh
So,
yes, we did pass that. Yeah.
for my songs, I truly have no idea. I think maybe Family Matters by Drake will be up there, but that's that's
Is that the
all
one
I've
that's
got.
do 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 do?
What?
No, that's the other guy. Oops.
um yeah, also since we're kind of on that topic, Pitchfork has released their top, I believe it's 100 songs. Yes, top 100 songs of 2024 ranked. And
Oh my god.
um
Hold. Before we
holding.
went here, I can't believe we haven't mentioned it. Happy episode
69.
69. Let's
Yep. Yep.
go. That's all we're gonna refer to it. Okay, continue.
Um, Pitchfork's released their list of top 100 songs of 2024, and obviously, I'm not going to go through the entire list because that's a lot of songs, and there's also a lot that I don't even know. Like number two by, I've never even heard of this person. I don't even know how you say their name. I guess they're making a good song though. It's like Wax Hatchy.
Huh?
Never heard of it. Um, that's their name. Anyways, number one, not like us, Kendrick Lamar. Number three, Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. Um, Number seven, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. But the main reason that I wanted to talk about this is because you are a big fan of Billie Eilish, correct?
I leave Billie Eilish.
You would say
Everybody
Billie
knows
Eilish.
I'm a fan of Billie Eilish. I
Would
think
you
that
say
Billie Eilish is very cool.
would you say Birds of a Feather is one of the best songs this year?
I think that it blew up quite a lot. I would say it's one of the best songs of the year, yes. However,
It
she
is.
has better songs.
Birds of a Feather is Billie Eilish's only entry, and it comes in at number 27. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is because significantly higher on the list at number 13, the 13th
Taylor
best
Swift
song
song.
of 2024 is, of course, drumroll please, brrrr, Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae.
Oh, God.
Significantly beating out Billie Eilish and a lot of other artists and songs this year. Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae, of course, a banger from 2024.
I mean, you like that song. You listen
I
to
do.
it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do listen to
yeah,
it.
you do
So
listen to it.
it is a banger. Would I say it's
Um,
one of the best songs of would I say it's the 13th best song of the year? Probably not, but
See,
it's pretty
Billie
good.
did something with this album where she didn't release a single and she just let a single happen through what the popularity likes. Like, Lunch was
Mhm.
originally kind of like the vibe of the single, but then Birds of a Feather swooped in, and that blew up. And now I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Wildflower is coming in a little bit.
I
So I
haven't seen
feel
that,
like
but I'll take your word for it.
the ad libs for Wildflower, maybe that's a niche. Maybe that's it.
Haven't seen
Anywho,
that.
um, so I feel like if she did just like have a single and be like, this is a single, I mean, every Grammy nomination is for Birds of a Feather.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe they would realize it more. Maybe it was like, oh yeah, Billie. We gotta like put her on the list.
Oh, because the songs weren't like super pushed so much.
Exactly. Or like,
I
it's
can get
not,
that.
it's like all. You know when there's a single out, it's like a separate fucking album. It looks
Mm-hmm.
ugly, and
Mm-hmm.
then your streams are all fucked up because now it's on two separate things, and then your
Mm-hmm.
playlist has a different thumbnail artist, cover artist thingy. It's a whole thing.
I think I think also I feel like Addison Rae is probably getting weighted a little higher because she is I
Paying
don't know if she
people.
released I don't know if she released
She's
music. No,
paying people.
I don't know if she released music before this, but like this song I feel like broke her out from being like TikTok girl to like okay, she makes music. So I feel like it's being weighted more because of that because like out of nowhere she just like took the internet and the world by storm with Diet Pepsi and it blew up, you know.
Interesting.
But
But
as I said, number 3 was Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan. And while
good
I don't know
luck,
that song,
babe. Well, good luck,
I was
babe.
given homework to listen to Chappell Roan's album
True. For the past 4
months ago.
weeks.
But I finally did it, and I have my review. What's your predictions for my review?
So I got like a little sneak peek because we were playing Lethal Company and he
Mm-hmm.
mentioned this, and our friend Natalie was
Mm-hmm.
like,
Never mentioned her.
so then he told her,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he didn't like it.
I
I think I'm gonna give you like a six.
I
Like,
asked.
I think okay, no, shush. I think that you're gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10, and you're gonna say that it is too gay, and you're homophobic.
Word, word.
You
Okay.
can't relate to any of the songs.
So I am going to give you this is going to be an interesting way to start the review. I'm going to give you a grouping of songs, and I want you to know because for me the album is split into two groups, and I want you to know. I want your guess on what group this is. Uh,
Sure.
this group is Phenomenon, Red Wine Supernova, After Midnight, Coffee, Casual, and Guilty Pleasure.
Sex.
Those are songs that I can do without, and I really just don't care about and don't have to hear again. But the run from track 6 to track 13, I think is a pretty good album. I think Phenomenon would be higher
You
because
just don't like a feminine phenomenon. It's okay. You're
Phenomenon
just
would be
sexist.
higher and it's like a good song. My problem is she calls for the beat 3 times and it got annoying. I the first time she did it, I was like, all right, that's kind of cool. That's kind of sick. By the third time, I was kind of tired of it and didn't want to hear it anymore. Um,
Interesting.
but yeah, Red Wine Supernova, After Midnight, Coffee Casual, they're like okay. It's like fine.
It is a
I don't
casual
I don't like
no.
I don't hate
Keep
them,
in the passenger
but
seat.
I don't like have to hear them again. Like I'm fine with it. But I also don't think I'm the target audience for most of the songs, as Mackenzie sings a song about getting eaten out. Um,
Whoa.
starting from number 6 though, I think the album just gets really good, and I think that it should have ended at 13. I think California is like a really good final track, and then the album did one more, and it's like, eh, it's like okay. But that's my review. Out of 10,
Interesting.
I'd probably agree with like a 6.5 out of 10. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to listen to most of the songs much, but there's some pretty good ones on there that maybe I'll throw on.
Hmm. Interesting.
Am I
So,
valid for that review or no? Because Natalie
no.
told me that my review's super invalid and bad.
Chatters, let us know. Valid? Not
Do
valid?
do you think it's valid? You don't have to agree with it. Just do you
To
think it's a
each its
fair review?
own. No, it's fair.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I was listening to Charlie XCX today because I was like, I need to stay awake, and I put on 365, and what the fuck is that ending? Like, I was like vibing to it. I was like, okay, and then it just, God, ow.
I like the Charlie album.
I like guess. Don't have to guess the color of my
Wow,
underwear.
you
Already
you
know
like
what
S?
I got going on down there. Is it what?
Do you not like Guess Remix featuring Billie Eilish? You just like Guess?
She had a normal one. I don't know about it till then.
Yeah.
Uh, well,
Because there was
obviously
like
the
there was like
bad.
Brat, there was like Brat, and
Oh my
Guess
god, there's
wasn't on
so
Brat,
many
but then there was like a
brats.
Brat Deluxe, and Guess was on
Brat, but
that.
it's the
But then
same.
she
But
started
then
doing
there's
the
more
remix,
songs.
and then there's Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat. Um, at Target, we started selling the vinyl for Brat, and it's the same, but there's three more songs, so it's not. Which that one is the one with Guess on it. That's like the deluxe, but that's not the Billie Eilish one. The Billie Eilish one is Brat, and it's completely different, but also still Brat.
You know what I hate?
What do you hate?
Backpacks.
Oh,
Why are backpacks so expensive?
um,
Because I am on my last year of university, right? And
okay,
I had the same backpack from grade 7 to high school, and then I got a new one for the school year
okay.
in first year. And this backpack I got on sale. It's pink, but over the years I've learned it has absolutely no space, and it's my last semester. It's 3 months. So you would think to yourself, why the fuck would you get a backpack? Like, just like wait it out. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that a backpack is not just for school. I could use a backpack for traveling. I could use a
True.
backpack if I have to go
Personal item.
somewhere for personal
True.
items. Like, a backpack isn't just school, right? So
I would
I
agree with
was
that.
looking into getting another backpack because I have a trip coming up and I need
Mm-hmm.
more storage, but also I have school. And one thing that really annoys me about my backpack is that it has no cup holders, so I have nowhere to put a cup. And I'm normally walking around with two beverages. I got my Owala 40-ounce drink, and
You
I
got the
have.
Owala. Wait, pause. Does your Owala have the correct top?
Yes, because it's from
Okay.
Costco and you couldn't take off the tops.
Okay.
And then I have my Starbucks cup that I've had since grade 9 with my tea in it. I don't use it for Starbucks because it's expensive. However, I do have a story about Starbucks in a bit.
Okay.
So with that, I just have no place to put it. And then if I put the koala in my bag, because it's a straw thing, it falls over and then it might spill. And then I have my laptop and then there's no space if I want to put like my lunch in it. So it's driving me insane. So I was looking into backpacks, and every fucking backpack is like $100. Why are backpacks $100? Wait, it's just a backpack. Like, what?
Add $2, $100, $70. Yeah. I guess it just depends on like what backpack you're looking for. There's also so many different like styles of backpacks and types of backpacks because there's like ones for there's ones that are very geared towards like school and stuff like that or travel and
I
they've
know,
got they've
there's
got
like,
maybe the
or
laptop
it's a
sleeve
tech
and stuff like that.
backpack. It's just
Or
so
yeah,
many
there's the tech
backpacks.
backpacks. There's
So
like
then I
there's
was
like
like, do I get
mountain
a tote
climbing
bag?
backpacks. There's tote
But then
bag, but
if
then
I'm
but then do you get the
traveling,
tote
I
do you get
can't
the
really
tote
tote
bag
bag.
do you get the
Because then,
tote bag with the zipper on top so
oh,
that
you
it's like
get the tote bag
sealed,
with
or
the
do you get
zipper. If you don't
a
get it with the zipper, then
open
everything's just gonna
one?
fall out or someone's gonna rob you. But then
Mhm,
you also get shoulder pain because you're gonna have it on one shoulder, not the
mhm,
other shoulder.
mhm,
So a backpack is just better for your back if you're not being like an angsty teen and having it on one shoulder. So
mhm.
like I just hate backpacks. Yeah, yeah.
This is an interesting change because unless this doesn't apply at all, and this is a different conversation. When I first met you and have known you, you hated purses
I
and
did hate
thought
purses.
backpacks were significantly
I
better.
I do hate I still do like backpacks. I mean, I used to
Mhm.
have like a little purse backpack. My issue right now is that my purse backpack, someone can easily rob me. They can just like
Oh.
open it behind me, and like I like obviously I would know, but like,
Mhm.
you know, um I I feel like over the years I've become more feminine, or I'm like accepting. Oh, I'm lagging. Um,
You are.
but I feel like I've become more feminine and accepting more feminine stereotypical things
Mhm.
because I feel like I was very feminine as a child. I would always wear princess dresses everywhere I went. I was told Like, I would be going to church in a princess dress. I'd be going to the mall in a princess dress. You would not find me not in a princess dress. And then I had like my teenage, I hate pink, I hate dresses, I hate purses, I hate everyone, I hate every single thing in my life. And now I'm like, I dibble dabble in a purse. Some purses are cute. There's like a cute purse that I like, but I don't like spending money.
You
And I've
hate spending
spent so
money.
much money recently. Who knew? Plane tickets. It's expensive.
Very expensive. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
quite. And I would argue, no, I won't say that.
Oh.
I'll message it to you.
Now you and me both don't know. Oh. This is I'm concerned now, chatters. So I bought a plane ticket,
What?
right? And I put it on my credit card. That plane ticket is no longer being authorized or posted. It's just gone.
Oh,
So that's fun.
this is a
it's
journey
probably
for another
updating.
day.
Yeah, it's probably just updating. It's probably fine.
That's fine,
It's
fine.
probably fine. It's fine. But I did have Starbucks.
Boo.
I'm sorry, but I didn't pay for it. So
Oh,
I
well.
worked a shift, and it was an exam shift. So it was like the busiest shift of the year. So my
Okay.
boss gave me and my friend, money to go get coffee because he was like,
Okay.
"You'll need it." So I was like, "Okay, this is a perfect opportunity. I've been wanting to try one of the Starbucks drinks, and I'm not a big coffee person, but I know that like if you get a Starbucks drink, you can make it fucking sugar packed, not tasting like it." So I was like, let me try their hold. Let me
Holding.
get the term.
Holding.
Let me try their sugar cookie oat latte. Right?
Okay.
But it was me and my friend working, and someone had to stay at work. So she went, and I just texted her the order. So, sugar cookie oat latte. What would you think it would be? A hot drink, a cold drink?
It doesn't say
Smoothie?
iced latte, so it's probably a hot drink.
Mm-hmm.
Off rip.
So my friend messages me, hold,
Holding.
hot or cold?
Yep. Valid question.
And I said hot
Bold.
because I wanted a warm coffee. I was cold that day.
Okay.
And then she comes back and she's like, I don't know what the fuck they did. Because you know how Starbucks has two different cups? They have like a plastic cup and they have their like paper warm cup.
for, like,
and that's
the
for
hot
the
drinks.
warm drinks. Exactly. My drink was in a the plastic cup.
But the
for
plastic
ice
for the
drink.
cold.
Yes.
Interesting.
So I was like, okay, maybe they just ran out of cups. So then I picked
But
the cup.
it was hot.
There was no ice in it. So I take a little sip. And it's room temperature.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was a hot drink or a cold drink, but I do know that I have a delivery. So yap a little bit. I'll be back.
What's up, guys? She is getting French fries delivered. I wasn't mentally prepared to yap. I've been, technology nowadays is pretty crazy because back in my day when I was doing Christmas lists, I used to have to, write them down on paper and give them to my parents. And then when I got older and, technology was moving on, I started making a Google Doc and then sending my parents the Google Doc. Now, my brother got us signed up for something called Giftster. This is not an ad. But you like make groups on this site called Giftster,
But if
and
you want to
then
sponsor us, hit
you
us
like
up.
you like add people to your group. So my whole family is in this group now, and then they make lists, and then you you add the links to the items, or you can just like type what you want, blah blah blah. You make a list, and then you rate the items that you're putting on the list on a star system. So it's like 5 stars, you really 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 want it. 1 star, it's like I could do without it, but it's like something I still want, right? It'd be nice. And then when people go to your list, they can see what other people have bought, but you don't know. So then I can go and like look at my brother's list and it's like, oh shit, someone already bought this thing. Let me not buy this thing. Let me buy something else then. But he doesn't get notified or there's no way to see on his list which already purchased. So then he doesn't know that it's been bought. And you can also, if you're like planning on buying
That's
something but haven't bought
fun.
it yet, you can press reserve. So then it's like it's not bought yet, but someone's like, I'm probably getting this.
That's
Yeah,
fun. I like that.
yeah,
Um,
that's how my Christmas has been overhauled.
I will say, to leave the Starbucks convo, the drink was room temperature. It was decent. It didn't really taste like a coffee. I feel like it would have been better hot. Thank you. Or
Yeah,
cold.
yeah. It
If it
sounds
was
like
like
you just
either or, it's like they
if
didn't
it just like
decide.
picked one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I was gonna say, you know what I've never done that like low key feels like fun,
What have you
but
never
could
done
be
that feels like
depressing.
fun, but it could be depressing and not fun?
Is it called
Uh,
white elephant?
eating a burger on a bun.
Oh,
And I'm going for a run. White Elephant. Is that the
you
like
have a
gift exchange
yeah.
game thing?
Like it's not Secret Santa. I
Hmm.
would hate Secret Santa.
Secret Santa is you just like secretly give someone a gift.
Yeah.
White Elephant, also known as Yankee Swap or Dirty Santa, or I'm sure
Whoa.
plenty other names, is a party game. The goal is to can you rules. Each participant supplies one wrapped gift. Usually there's like a value cap. I know this from an Office episode because everyone gets gifts around the same price, but then
Or
Michael,
offline TV.
the boss, um, well, the Office episode, Michael gets an iPod, which is like significantly more expensive than everything else. So then everyone just wants the iPad or iPod. But yeah, everyone puts the gifts in a central location. Then you do something to decide who gets to pick gifts when, and then you take turns selecting a gift and you unwrap it and you open the gift. But the person after that, so the first person picks a gift, opens it, but then the next person can either open another gift or steal the person's gift that they just opened up. And then if their gift is stolen, then they can choose to open up a new gift or steal from someone else who's been done. Each gift can only be stolen a set number of times, as decided by whatever rules you set. And then I don't think you can steal a gift that is like if I got an iPod and then Mackenzie steals the iPod from me, I can't go, well, I steal the iPod back. You're not allowed to do that. And then the game is over when everyone has a present.
Like, doesn't that sound like fun?
It
Like, wouldn't you want to do that?
it does sound like fun, yeah.
Like, you can just do like a trolling thing too. Like, you don't have to take it
Yeah,
seriously.
exactly. I don't.
That
I
what's
think if you take it too serious, then that's when it becomes not fun. But I think if everyone just gets like a fun little gift, then it could be cool.
like that's the thing with Secret Santa is that you have to like have a lot of thought and like have to get something
Oh,
that they want, and it's like
you have to have so much thought, get something they want, and
and
it's
then
a
you could get
secret,
someone that you
so
don't
you
even
can't.
know.
Yeah, if you don't know them, you just have to do a bunch of research into them, but then also trying like not to ask them or have someone find out that it was you ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Another thing I've always wanted to do is Friendsgiving.
Friendsgiving is something that would be very fun. Yeah, I want to do a
Like,
Friendsgiving.
all right, move.
Sounds good.
All right, sick. Now, would you celebrate Canadian or American?
Yeah, I would fold so fast and convert instantly.
You would
It,
convert to Canadian.
I would immediately convert to Canadianism. I wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I was American at any point.
Like,
All
life would
holidays
be
I celebrate would
so
be Canadian.
easy if I could just like cut a little bit of Canada off, make my own little island, and then like invite everyone. And then like
Hmm.
I choose who can be there, and then we have that's it.
It's okay because I've figured out my pipeline to Canada and it's in
Okay.
motion.
What?
I can't explain it here,
You can't. We will. Did Drake message you?
but it's happening. No. Just stay tuned, guys. Many years
Interesting.
from now, just stay tuned, guys.
But yeah, I want to. It just it seems like a fun thing. Everyone makes their own little like thingy, and you just have friends.
I wish even more that I lived in Canada and could do this stuff because I wouldn't have to do it. You would do it because it sounds like you really want to host all these things like murder
I
mystery
think
parties and friendsgivings and
hosting's
this and stuff.
fun.
I would just have to like show up and like bring something maybe. So that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Now you know one way that I've connected with a lot of people
How have you
is
connected with a lot of
through
people?
streaming.
LinkedIn. Oh.
Oh. And Complex Pop Culture has posted the top
Oh!
25 best streamers right now.
Oh my god, you're so right. They have done that.
And
I
I'm not on
completely
the fucking list. This is absolute blasphemy.
I
I'm
tried.
suing them.
Listen.
This
Listen.
is.
I
forget
called
the
up
I don't know, I forget what
I
it's called.
called up JLP. I said, "Yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? She's not on the list." You know what he said to me? He said, "I work at Complex Sneakers. I
Ah,
do nothing with
shit.
this list." So unfortunately, he couldn't clutch. But
But this
yeah,
list, I feel like after seeing the first one, I was a little suspicious.
the second I started on the list, I was like, "Huh?" It's
Yeah.
weird because they like it's a mix between like you really got to know streaming and also like do you know streaming at all? Should we start from the bottom?
Mhm.
Do you want me to go because you're eating French fries? At number 25, the 25th best streamer right now. Now, this isn't
Currently, he is
streamers.
streaming right
This isn't
now.
streamers of all time. This isn't legacy. This isn't like this decade or something. This is right now, today, in December. I guess this was November 26th, but in 2024, December, November, what are the best streamers right now? At number 25, we have PewDiePie.
I don't think he. I do they
Does he?
do
Does
they
he
know?
stream?
No,
Does he
it's
stream?
it's just his old videos. That's like the instant like thing. I was like, what?
Yeah. They don't even really talk about him like streaming that much.
I feel like they just put on PewDiePie and just you know.
PewDiePie is known for his streaming vlogs, comedy videos, and beefs with other YouTubers and content creators.
But that
He
has
rose
nothing to
from
do with
Let's
streaming.
Plays. Nowadays, he's relocated to Japan and mostly posts softer vlog style videos of his
But
family.
that's not
Not streaming.
streaming. That's YouTube. It's
Yeah, yeah.
different.
Don't really get that one. Now again, going into this next one, streamers right now, not
Right
legacy.
now.
This is right now. Number 24, we have Ninja. who,
Uh-huh.
who is I mean the low taper fade meme is still massive. It's still
Of
massive.
course.
But yeah, no, don't respect to Ninja. At one point the most sub to creator of all time. Did his bits. Again, right now, kind of fallen off a lot. Very much so. Bigly. Very much. Don't really know what he's doing here. But respect. That one makes a more sense than PewDiePie though, because he at least does stream. At number 23, we actually have a W entry. We have Valkyrie.
I finished my French fries. I'm back now. Yay!
Welcome back. I think this is deserved.
I think she should be higher.
Yeah.
At least higher than the next person coming up on the list.
I can't speak too much on her because as much actually no, I can. Because I was gonna say I don't really like watch her content, but I feel like I don't watch the next person's content either. And Valkyrie is not only I think bigger in like subs and stuff like that and like viewers and stuff, but I feel like she does more for the space than this next one. So yeah, and then this next one, number 22, is where it goes from
a little
like,
niche.
do you know streaming at all to like, you really know streaming. He made the list though. Number 22, drop my phone. We have NMP LOL.
Yes.
Which like I don't really watch his content.
I don't know what he does now. I feel so in the past he originally did morning streams with his girlfriend and they cooked food.
I guess in current day, yeah, he did like World of Warcraft and stuff. That's how it became a thing. His recent content was streaming with his girlfriend.
But they have now broken up. So yeah, I don't really know what he does anymore.
Here they say he bridges the gap between companionship and surveillance. The chat puts you in the car with NMP and his friends, listening and engaging.
I feel like they watched one stream
might
and then
if
they were like,
sat
hey.
in the back seat next to Mr. Arthur. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some clips from him. The clips are pretty funny. I can't think of what my top 25 streamers would be, so I feel like it's not my place to say he doesn't deserve a spot on the list at all. But
I just think that Valkyrie.
I think Ray should be higher for sure.
Yeah.
At number 21, we have Jinxie, the Siege streamer, which shout out Siege. That's all I've got to say about that one.
Deserved. He had a good year.
Yeah, I respect it. He's had a really good year. He's blown up a lot. He's doing his thing, and he's single-handedly keeping a dying game afloat. So, gotta respect that.
Then we have number 20.
The Clip himself.
You could say the name. I don't know.
You said the number. I thought you were gonna say the name.
No,
Stable Ronaldo.
Yeah. I was like, is it stable? Why is it stable?
Yep. Stable Ronaldo. Stable stay in box Ronaldo. The Clip himself. This is deserved. I respect this. He went from being a Fortnite pro to falling off massively and being a nobody, and Ninja actually beefed with him and said that like he should stop doing his like IRL content and stuff like that because no one's watching and it sucks and blah blah blah. And then since then he's blown up to being one of the most popular streamers on the site. So
interesting. I have not seen a lot of content.
That's a fair ranking.
But in the next one, number 19.
Should be higher. Should be higher.
We have the one, the only Cutie Cinderella. I'm happy she made the list. It should be higher, but like at least she's on it.
I'm happy too. This is where you can tell some people know streaming because yeah, Cutie deserves this shit probably more than anyone on the list. I can't say if she's number 1 or not. I don't really watch streams. But what the fuck? That's crazy. Sorry.
I don't know what just happened.
I haven't scrolled this whole list before. How? Okay. Yep. Sorry. We'll get there. Yeah, Cutie should definitely be higher on this list. Holy shit. But I'm glad that she made the list. And then, kind of funnily, side by side, after Cutie Cinderella, number 18 is Ludwig Anders Gaming. Ludwig. Which again, I think that's
valid.
Deserved and respect. I think that's valid. He's one of the top streamers right now. He was just in Kai's Mafiathon, so clearly the goats of right now respect Ludwig. And I mean with his events, he's doing shit that no one else is doing, and with his TikTok times back in the day, you know, he was really just changing the game.
Those videos.
I know you did. The next one should probably be number 1 on the list, probably top streamer maybe. Do you
I mean, she always be on top anyway.
She's live right now. It's her birthday. Okay, we can't talk too much shit.
Oh, I should have said. It's Amaranth.
It's Amaranth. I'm gonna close Kick now and never open it again. Yeah, Amaranth. I respect Amaranth. Personally, don't watch her content.
You used to.
Well,
you subscribed.
Let the record show we used to as a group in a call. Not me.
You subscribed?
I got a gifted sub from streaming it to the server, to the group.
What did we do while watching that?
We would play Valorant while she licked our ears.
Ah, yes, that's what we did. Yeah, if you guys want to really zone in on Valorant, listen to some Amaranth ASMR.
Yep, or she'd like tap on jars and stuff.
Yeah, I blame Natalie.
Yeah, it was probably Natalie.
It's kind of funny because I can imagine her in the car listening to this and like doing like, oh, what?
Yeah, respect her. I respect her business grind set and mindset.
She's a very smart business lady.
No offense.
7-Eleven, is it?
Yeah. She also now owns Wildcard, the esports organization.
Interesting, okay.
But yeah, no offense. I think there's people on this list that should be higher than her in terms of just streaming.
I think that she makes a lot of money, but this thing isn't off of money.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next.
I feel bad because I'm reading most of this list. That's why I'm like, do you want to go or no?
Well, I don't know half these people also.
Okay.
So we can like speed run it.
Number 16, we have I'm Dante. I respect Dante. I think he deserves a spot on this list. I don't really watch his content too
I
much
don't know who
myself,
that
but
is.
um, in terms of like music, like watch parties and listening parties and stuff, I think he's one of the top people right now, and he's a very funny streamer. Number 15, Iron Mouse. Again, feel like she definitely deserves a spot on this list. One of the most sub to streamers on the platform, and donates most of it to charity. So gotta respect that. Number 14, what's up, brother? Sketch. Don't
Valid.
even. Does he still stream? I don't even know. I haven't seen a sketch stream in a minute, but
Where does
yeah,
he stream?
he's Twitch.
Huh.
But yeah, he had a fire year, so I think regardless, you got to put him on the list. Especially damn, he began streaming in 2023, so that's a crazy turnaround.
Yeah, no,
Um,
bro kind of blew up.
at number 13, we have Dio Bruce. Drop him off.
Is he
I don't really
the one
watch
that got
his
banned
content. Yeah, he's
and
been
had beef with
banned. He's
Pokey?
been banned a few times. Had beef with Pokey. He used to be part of OTK. Um, I don't really watch his content, so I can't say whether or not he deserves a spot on this list. But I think the fact that I'm saying that and I don't really see his clips or anything, I feel like there should be people on
Speaks
this
for
list a little
itself.
higher. Yeah. At number 12, the reason that I blurted out laughing earlier, we have TJ Academics.
Ooh.
This feels like
Pay to win.
this feels pay to win because he used to work at Complex. I don't know if he
Oh,
still does,
I didn't
but
know that.
yeah, he used to be a Complex employee. He pretty much exclusively just streams about rap. Like during the Drake and Kendrick beef, that's the only time I can know and or remember in recent history his streams being big at all because he had some like information that no one else did, and like Drake texted him a few times or whatever, and he found some shit out. The fact that it says main platform Rumble should tell you everything you have to know. He probably shouldn't be on this list. Because who the fuck watches streams on Rumble?
I didn't even
In-
know you could stream on Rumble.
interesting. Number 11, Agent Double Zero. That I respect. I think I think he deserves a spot on the list. I haven't seen a lot of his streams myself. I don't watch streams, so you're gonna hear me say that a lot. But
I
from the clips
also don't watch streams.
from the clips I have seen of him, he's very funny, and he's definitely got a significantly larger reach than someone like Bruce Drachmoff or something like that. So I think he deserves a spot on the list, even though I don't know much about him. Number 10, Plaque Boy Max, phase the fuck up. Deserves
A
a
lot of
spot on the list.
phase members.
Speaking about phase members, number 9, Jason the Ween, phase the fuck up.
Valid.
Valid. Yeah, I think all the phase boys. Okay. I think these three phase boys who are on the list are definitely doing their thing and deserve a spot on the top streamer
Why'd you
list.
change your wording?
Cause like I mean like Kason, like he's alright, and like Adapt is really funny, but I don't think he's one of like the best streamers right now.
And that's all we'll hear from John because he is disconnected. Just kidding. I don't know where he went.
Silky. Oh,
Oh, he's back.
she ascended into another realm. Am I back?
Yes, you said
Yeah,
silky.
I don't really know anything about Silky, and I don't know. He's alright. Number 8, we have XQC, the Canadian
Does he still
streamer.
stream?
Yeah, he just did a stream with Drake actually on Kick.
Oh, that's true.
Does he deserve a spot? I feel like for his
I feel like
size
he
and his
deserves a
reach, he deserves a
spot, but
spot.
not that high.
Yeah, I think if this was past years, he deserves to be really high up. But I think this year, at least as far as
Took a
I
laid
know,
back year.
yeah, it's been a calm year from
He hasn't
XQC.
really been in a lot of like of cuties events.
Yeah, not even just cuties events. To broaden it,
Events.
he hasn't been in a lot of events or
Like
big
what
things
happened
other
to his
than
game show?
yeah, that's gone.
Speaking about game shows, Ludwig, I know you're a big listener. Bring back Unpaid Intern. I enjoyed that show. I
Unpaid
miss
Intern is
it.
fire. I thought you were about to ask him to do a streamer Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, that'd be great.
That
But
would be
there would have
that'd
to
be
be like a
fire.
professional streamer. Yeah, I don't know.
Like a professional streamer dancer to host it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like they could find someone. Um Number 7,
I could see
Phantom.
Caroline doing it.
Oh, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if Caroline knows how to dance or not, but I could see her being a good host for that.
Yes. But yeah,
Number
Phantom.
Phantom. Don't know much about his streaming,
He
so
steals food.
can't. Yeah, well, yeah, I know Phantom Tax, but
That's all I know. That's all
Phantom
I know.
Tax doesn't happen on Phantom streams. They happen on other people's streams
I don't
because he leaves his
know.
stream to go steal the food.
I know he streamed. I thought that was his whole thing. He just takes food and
His
leaves.
his big thing, as far as I know, is GTA RP. Like, I'm pretty sure he's nominated for best RP streamer this year, or at least he was in prior years. But I don't know much about his content myself, so I can't say whether or not he deserves a spot. But as a creator, he's massive this year, and he's doing his thing. So I respect it. I don't hate this pick. At number 6, we have the queen herself, Pokimane.
Elizabeth. Oh, not Queen Liz.
Oh, that took me so. I was like,
Bro
what
doesn't
Pokimane?
know.
I was like, what Pokimane joke am I missing that her name's Elizabeth?
Um,
Yeah, I think Poke should probably be higher on the list because she's like arguably the
she's the
face of Twitch, and
biggest.
she's the biggest
Yeah,
woman on the platform.
but I could see why she's lower. I feel like she has her podcast with Lily, but like streaming wise, I can see her
Yeah, I
being more
guess.
casual than
I guess streams,
really.
she's a lot more laid back these days.
Yeah. Which is valid, which is
hmm
fair. It's tiring, and she's been doing it for so fucking long.
Speaking of someone who does not take a laid back approach to streaming, at number 5 we have Hasanabi.
Yeah, he needs help.
Yeah, I think he definitely deserves a spot, and I think he also definitely deserves a spot in this top 5 because he streams just a copious amount, and he's like the number one guy on the platform in terms of world events and
Politics,
politics, while
yeah.
also doing like gaming and stuff sometimes. I'm also biased because I listen to his podcast and I'm a fan, but I think he deserves a spot in the top 5. Someone who I don't know much about and don't necessarily think he deserves a spot in the top 5. No offense. Number 4 we have Duke Dennis. Duke
I
Dennis.
don't know. Well, I know
He's
of
got
him. I never
he's
watched his
got
content.
he's got aura. He's got Riz. No offense to Duke Dennis. Maybe I'm just on a different side of the internet, but I've never seen a clip of him doing anything.
Oh.
All the clips I see of Duke Dennis, which aren't many, are just him like talking to the camera, which is fine. You can just be a just chatting streamer. But I feel like he's done, as far as I know, nothing like special with streaming. And I feel like if you're in the top 5, you need to be doing like some crazy shit. You need to be in like a whole other league, you know?
That's fair. Yeah,
Um,
I can see that.
at number 3, I hate it, but we have Aiden Ross.
I also hate it. I hate him. He's stupid. He should
Yeah,
have a platform.
yeah.
He's a bad influence.
He's a bad person. He's a bad influence. He's a bad influencer. I don't think he's a good streamer. I think he's probably just here because he got a stream with Donald Trump, which, like, fair enough. That's a hard thing to do, I guess, past president, but he's a really shitty person, so fuck that
But
guy.
if he wants to come on the podcast, let us know.
Yeah, feel free, Aiden.
We'll talk shit about you the whole time.
We'll give you a spot to defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2, we have Kai Cenat, which I think that's completely deserved. I mean, he just
Yeah.
set an absurd record in his subathon.
Insane how he
And
has that much of a social battery.
I thought it was going to be hard for him to beat Iron Mouse's record because Iron Mouse got it while in September, where Twitch was gifting subs as well. And he beat it like
proved you wrong.
instantly and just got so many more. And now, did you hear what his stipulations for a Mafiathon 3 are?
No.
He said that if he ever does a Mafiathon 3, he won't end until he gets 1,000,000 subs on Twitch. If he ever does one. He's not 100% planning it as far as I know, but
That's a lot.
that's crazy. He got kind of close, but also not really, because I think he had like 700,000 something, which is like, in the grand scheme of things, is close to 1,000,000. But when you think that he needs to get 300,000 more subs, and then it's not just sub counter go up. If he leads over to the first day of a subathon, then it's going to be an uphill battle, battling the subs that are getting lost. because it's been a month. So I don't know if that'll ever be possible, but
We'll
respect him
have
being
to
here.
see.
And then number one, I show speed. Again, I feel like you got to respect that. I feel like Kai maybe deserves number one over speed, but speed stream. Maybe I just see more Kai than I see speed, and that's why I'm saying that. But I think speed definitely deserves a top two spot because he's like traveling the world, and the reach that he has is absurd. So even though I don't watch his content, there's a significant margin of the world that do. So fair play.
I do have to say, I'm surprised that Queso isn't on it.
I'm also surprised that Queso isn't on it and DJ Academics is, and Bruce
Yeah.
Drop 'em Off is versus someone like Queso. But hey, we don't get paid to make complex. If you want us to write your next
We
streamer list,
listen, we
we got
don't
it.
judge.
True. People have been saying that.
Yes. What's Aiden Ross's I can't say it.
Ethnicity?
Yes.
I believe very Caucasian.
I was gonna be like, it's so cool that there's so many like people of color and stuff. Like it's like gone up to like this number, but then he like ruins it.
He is very, very white.
Yeah.
Extremely white.
Sorry,
Yeah.
life.
One small topic that I want to cover that's been annoying me lately. Why do apps feel the need to over update sometimes? Because recently, which you don't really use this anymore, but I still casually do. I don't like try hard it, but if I get one a day, I do it. Be Real updated, and now it just like force shows people's friends on your Be Real My Friends tab, and there's no option as far as I know to turn it off. And it's like, no offense, but I don't care what Miggy's friend Carson is doing
Doxing
today.
them, damn.
I don't know them.
Oh,
I don't
my
need to see a
focus
photo
made
of them.
sound. We're like, I think that because Be Real had such a pop, like it blew up, and now that it's died down so much, they're just trying to make it as profitable and keep the people as entertained as they keep the people on the app as long as they can. And I feel like the best way to do that is to constantly update and see what works. It's like throwing like a tack at the wall. However, I feel like the best way to do that though is like selecting users and seeing, hey, does this work? Do they like this? And then removing it if they don't, instead of spending so much money.
Or giving like an option maybe to turn it off. Yeah. Please Be Real. Give me the option to turn it off. See, the problem is I'm also a lot of the people, most of the people I have on Be Real are like you and then friends that we both share in common. And a lot of those people live in Canada and you know them in real life. And then you guys have mutual friends. So now I'm just getting like extended friends that you know, or extended people that you might know from like high school or your like friends from college and stuff. And they don't know who the fuck I am, and I don't know who they are, and like we don't have to be on each other's Be Real page. It just doesn't have to be like that. And then also, recently, randomly, you and Natalie at the same time started sending TikToks on TikTok instead of Discord, which was interesting. But
see, I use TikTok. And the way that you send TikToks on Discord now, it was very annoying because you send like 2 links when you copy it. And I'm like, oh, I'm a content creator on there, but I can still message people. I don't know why I thought that would like fuck it up somehow.
Oh, so you just like now mentally overcome being able to message. So.
Yeah, like I send it to my sister. I send TikToks to Nick. I send TikToks. Honestly, I don't think I've sent you a TikTok in like 3 days. The streak is dead.
Send me 8. Yeah, that's what I was gonna bring up. Streaks. There doesn't have to be streaks for everything like with Snapchat. And then also the streaks with this are so gimmicky and built up because I watched Arcane with Natalie, and then Natalie started sending me Arcane TikToks. So then we talked for a few days in a row. So then we got a streak. And then it says like, oh, you have a streak. Keep chatting in order to level up your badge. And then there was a day where we didn't send TikToks or talk at all. And then I kept getting notifications. I was like, oh, you're going to lose your streak. Like, make sure you talk. And then we lost the streak. But no, you don't lose the streak. You have streak revives. And then you can choose to use one of your like 2 streak revives to revive your streak
Yeah.
and bring it back to where it was at before the streak ended. So it's not even really a real streak because you used a revive. Like, what the fuck is going on? TikTok, calm down.
I feel like ever since Snapchat has like died a little bit and they had such a good thing with streaks, everyone wants streaks. I'm surprised that Instagram hasn't done streaks.
Yeah, from like a business standpoint, I get it because it's like it tries promoting people to constantly use your app, and then especially with Snapchat, like I'm sure you probably have a Snapchat streak with someone that like.
No.
Oh, never mind, you've given up on them. Okay.
I've not had a Snapchat streak in like
Natalie,
so
Natalie, I
long.
know still does Snapchat streaks with certain people, and so there's people like that where towards the end of you using Snapchat, I feel like it was like this, where you didn't really want to do streaks, but the streak was so long that you just like kept doing it anyways. So then you're using the app just for the streak, which gets you using the app, which increases the amount of users they have. So you're just trapped in an infinite loop of using the app, even though you don't want to. And so I feel like that's kind of what streaks are trying to accomplish and why so many apps try to integrate it in some way, but we really don't need it. Please stop. Just be your own app. I'm begging you.
Yeah, I get like it's just too much thoughts. Like I don't too much work. Also, I just noticed that my VOD was muted because of the music they used in the fucking game.
Oh, that's annoying. Oh,
Yeah.
voice crack. Jesus Christ.
Guys, you have John doing a voice crack. Oh my god.
That was just like a really bad one.
Now
Hey,
it's
what's
gonna
it?
be documented
I'm
forever.
I'm Valorant, man. Oh, I can't. My voice is like weird. I'm in like content voice, and I can't break out of it. I don't know what's happening.
Guys, today I decided to go and get 10 chicken nuggets.
I tried making my voice as deep as possible there, but that's just not. I can make my voice like deeper and more Valorant accent as for the joke, but I just like can't do it right now. And I don't know what's happening.
I feel like I can do a really good anime voice, like main protagonist guy, but I won't be.
Oh, fair enough.
Because some people like that, and that's weird.
We have viewer questions that we forgot to answer, and then we answered one at the end of the. Oh, we'll slowly go down the list and do one at a time. I have been scrolling up and down nonstop and cannot figure out where the podcast is.
He's a fake fan.
I don't. There's so many chats.
Thoughts on Doomsday Preppers?
I think that I can't. You answer because I still can't find the podcast and it's really annoying me. So I just keep scrolling up and down nonstop until I find this. And
it's like the second.
I got it.
Okay, I have been playing The Walking Dead. And I think that Doomsday Preppers are onto something with The Walking Dead. I feel like also with like climate change and how bad the environment has gotten and how like awful things are, there's gonna be something that happens. So like, why not be prepared? But to not live your life to the fullest and be scared of everything, then that's an issue. Like, I remember when I was little, like 7. It was really windy in the backyard, and like the leaves were making a little small tornado, and then I thought a tornado was gonna spawn there. So then I got 3 water bottles and I hid in the basement, and I don't know why I thought 3 water bottles was the way to go, but
you would have survived.
I would have survived so long. But like, I feel like that Doomsday Preppers should like, good for you for prepping, you know. You'll be prepared if something happens, but don't make that your whole life. Like, if there's a doomsday, I don't know if I was the only one who did this, but if there was like a fire, right? If there's a fire in my house, first thing you do is like stop, drop, and roll and get the fuck out. Like, you don't get anything. But as a child, my plan was, okay, I grab my backpack, I could put this in my bag, and there you go. So, like, I don't have like a dedicated doomsday
Hmm.
area, but like I know I'll be grabbing those canned corn. Thank you.
Yeah, I think if you spend a lot of your time and like mental energy and a lot of your life just preparing for the worst, then you're just not really going to be living. So I think if it's just like, if you're crazy, crazy prepping, I think that's just overdoing it. I think if you've just got like a little stockpile or something of like canned food in your basement or some shit, like yeah, that is what it is. That's fine. I have thought if I like got super rich one day or like won the lottery and had a bajillion dollars, I would probably get like a bunker on
Would
the
it be a
side
part of
as
your
like
house?
yeah, it'd be like on the
Okay.
property. I'd have like a
Well, that's a
bunker, and then
normal
like
thing. Like a
I
tornado
wouldn't. Yeah,
bunker
yeah.
is, yeah.
Like, and then I wouldn't constantly just like be thinking about it and always,
Now,
I don't know.
my question is, what if
I'd
it
completely lost my train of
floods?
thought. My bunker floods.
What if it's like the natural
Bunk
disaster is flooding?
bunkers are for sure capable of handling that.
But then, like,
It's
you're
you.
gonna
You
be
get like a
under all the
airtight seal.
water forever instead of floating on the water. Would you rather float or be under the water?
Um,
Because with the
I,
water levels rising and flooding, then all like the fish and like sharks and like scary spooky guys are pulling out.
I think I would want to be under the water and then wait till it all calms down out there, and then I would
But what if it's not
eventually.
ever gonna calm down? What if it's like when Moses? No,
I'm talking about
Noah's
Noah's Ark.
Ark. Yeah, that's what it is. Did Moses
Um,
split the ocean?
Moses did split the sea.
Yes.
Noah built a boat with two of every animal, and then
Yes.
the
What
rest
if
of all
it's
the
a
animals.
Noah
And
scenario where the
well,
whole
that like rained acid or something and like killed everything on the planet to like reset the planet. So
we
I would
need
definitely want
that.
to be in a. I would definitely want to be in a bunker and not floating on top because I would die.
We need like a quick reset.
A quick little redo.
Press a little button, redo,
Um,
refresh.
yeah, I mean, because if I'm under, then because if you're above the water and it floods like as bad as you're talking where like everything is covered, then like you have nothing up there anyways and you probably can't survive and live and do anything. But if I'm in my bunker that's equipped for survival, then I just live society in a bunker like Fallout.
Or the 100.
Haven't
Did you
seen it.
ever watch the 100? I feel like you would like the 100. It gets really bad in the last few seasons, but you like.
Oh, then I would love that. What?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I
Yeah.
love shows that get horrible at the end. That's my
Like,
favorite genre.
the 100, it was good. I enjoyed the 100. I want to watch The
Um
Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'll probably watch the 100 then maybe. I've been looking for a show to watch because right now I'm like kind of out of YouTube videos, and so then when I am eating food or like lay down or something, or I just want something on the side, I don't know what to put on, and so maybe I'll check that out. The Walking Dead is really really good. I'm at a
It's
weird spot with
on
The Walking Dead.
Netflix.
Maybe you talking about The Walking Dead will get me to re-jump into it and watch it. The Walking Dead was a show as a kid that me and both of my brothers watched, and we all watched it together when it came out every night. And then it was the one school night a week that we could stay up because The Walking Dead happened. And then after The Walking Dead, there was a talk show right after called The Talking Dead. And then they would have
Oh,
on like the actors from the show and stuff like that, and they would talk about the episode that just happened. And people would make theories, stuff like that, blah blah blah.
that's cute.
And I was like super into the show,
See,
and
don't you miss
then
that? Now they have
a lot,
fucking,
yeah.
they upload every single
Well,
season
I mean,
once.
well, the problem is if they don't upload every season nowadays too, it just gets leaked. Back then there wasn't leaks, but now it's like everything would have set photos, and then someone would post the plot, and then the trailer would show it all anyways. So media is dead. We need a reset on media. That's what we need.
We need to reset
Um,
everything.
but it reached a point where I just got kind of tired of the show, I guess you could say, or I don't know. I just like fell out of watching it
Repetitive.
and stopped. It got pretty repetitive, and got And then I heard the show was really good again. So then I went to jump back in, but I didn't remember enough to be able to start where I like last watched, right? But it had been
Mm,
too soon since I'd watched the show to be able to restart it because then I was like, oh, I'll just watch it from the start. But then when I'm watching it from the start, I wasn't really like locked in on the episodes because it felt like I already knew it all.
yeah.
So I wasn't sure where to like start again, and I just haven't since.
But yeah, I want to watch Walking Dead. I feel like I'm gonna be like, I don't know, because I'm playing The Walking Dead right now, even though it has nothing to
Mm-hmm.
do with actual Walking Dead, and I am enjoying it. And it's also it's also kind of making me want to play Back for Blood or 7 Days to Die.
Hey, I'm down to play both of those. I'm inviting myself.
Sick. But like,
Um,
then I need like also it's autumn fall sale right now, so
yeah, I was trying to look at games for that,
I know
but I
I need
can't
to
figure
vote.
out what to play, and then also I need to
Or
figure because like there's, for example, I've wanted to play Bigfoot for a while, and then Umer bought Bigfoot, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna play Bigfoot, guys,
and they haven't invited you.
and then Jade bought Bigfoot, but we haven't like played yet. So I haven't bought the game yet because I can't test the vibes of like if we're actually gonna play it or if it's
Forty
just never gonna happen.
dollars.
For what?
7 Days to Die.
Really?
It's on sale 30% off right now. It's $40. That game is not
Oh, I
$40.
think I know what happened.
What happened?
The game might have finally, because we got it when it was technically in like alpha. The game might
Oh,
have
did it
actually released
update?
now,
Man, I
maybe.
wanted to buy it for Nick and then we could all
And so then it's
play. It
probably
does look
because
better
I
quality.
feel like from what I remember, the game was like cheap, and then you could also buy a 4 pack of it. But now there's just the game, and it's $45 normally.
Man, I swear
Damn,
I paid like $1 for it.
that's what I mean. Is there any deal?
Oh, Back
Seven,
for
yeah.
Blood is only $8.
Yeah, probably because like they're not really adding new stuff to it now.
Interesting.
Yeah, all time low store low on Steam. It used to be, or all time low. It was on sale for
Oh,
whatever
Back for
six
Blood is
dollars.
holy shit. Back for Blood's normally $80. It's 90% off right now.
Oh my god.
Guys, if you want Back for Blood, get it now. Get it
Yeah,
while it's hot. You
if you like
have
Left 4 Dead
until
or
December
zombie
4th.
games, it's a banger.
Another really good game that I saw that was on sale that I haven't got, like I didn't, like I just saw and I was like, ooh, was City Skylines is $4 right now. It's 90% off
Oh
as well.
damn.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is $5 off. Slime Rancher is a popular one. I think it's
Oh yeah,
also 90%
Slime
off.
Rancher
It's
is really popular,
$2.
really cheap. You can
Yeah,
get
I might buy some.
there's a lot of games right now. I think there's an entire section that's like when you go
Deep
to the when you go to the
discounts.
store. Yeah, there's deep discounts for like big percentages, but where's the section I saw earlier? Frick, I can't find it. There's one where you can click like under $10 or under $5 and then just scroll through like really cheap games to see what you can get. Guys, should we hear me out? We play Chained Together. Chained Together. Thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast.
We appreciate it. We're live every single We post podcast every single Tuesday. What time
True.
on a Tuesday? I don't know, but it's on a
You'll
Tuesday.
have to stay tuned and find out.
But I have hiccups. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed popping your pussy to this culture today. And I hope we reminded you to pay your taxes.
True. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Feel free to ask questions in the Discord and we'll get to them.
And if rate our podcast 5 stars.
True.
Rate our podcast
We
5
appreciate
stars.
you.
We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.